We're going to look at the kanji on page 4 now, starting off with this one over here. Let's have a look. Core meaning is write, to write. Now, when we want to write the Japanese verb, we use the core kanji over here. It represents ka, and then we add the okurigana kimasu. Ka, kimasu. We're going to have a look at the kanji on page 4 now. This is our first kanji. There it is. It's the kanji for write, to write. Now, to make the Japanese verb to write, then you're going to need the core kanji ka, and you're going to need to add the okurigana kimasu, and that will give you kakimasu, kakimasu, and there's the ka bit there. Let's have a look what this is actually a picture of. Here are the ancient bronze characters, and you can see, let's see, the top of it is actually a hand holding a brush, and there's a really good picture of it. So a hand holding a brush, and down the bottom that's the ink well, the pot where the brushes and the ink are kept. Over here, look, you can quite clearly see that hand. Let's have a look at more modern characters. These are about 2,000 years old, and again, look, you can see the hand there with the brush. Let's see if we can see any better ones. Oh, that's a good one. Look, the hand there with the brush. There's an interesting one just down here. The hand and a kind of a fishy thing in a pot. I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyway, I think we can quite easily see that it's a hand there with a brush and a pot at the bottom. Let's check out the kakijun, or the stroke order. A little bit complicated, so we're going to start across and at the top as usual. And we've got a sort of a box shape here, so we'll do our usual system. Because it's going across and down here on the right, that's all in one. So this is going to be ichi. Then we're going to complete that shape there, ni. Then we're going to put the line through the middle, san, shi, go. Now you'll notice that's ich, ni, sam, shi, go. 5. And how many fingers and thumbs do we have? We have 5. So there are the fingers holding the brush. Down the middle, there's the brush. Now the bottom is the ink pot, but I like to think of it as a piece of lined paper. Again, we've got a box shape, so down on the left, cross and down on the right, draw in our line, finish it off, and there's our sheet of paper. And that's the kanji to write. Our next kanji is over here, to read. There's our core character there, our core kanji, and the verb itself is yo mi masu. So that kanji there is pronounced yo in this case. Yo mi mas. There's the reading for you. Yo mi mas. And let's have a look what it's made of. Now I'm sure you recall that this element here on the left means a word, and this kanji on its own, when it fills up an entire square, is the kanji which means to say. But we're going to give it the name simply so that we can use it to make stories. We're going to give it the name of word. Now a word consists of blah, 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 and a mouth at the bottom. It's a square shape, so down on the left, across and round on the right, and close it off left to right. There we have blah, 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 mouth, and that is a word. Now this element over here on the right hand side, when it's put together, it actually means to sell, and it exists as a separate and individual character. So if this were on its own, it would mean to sell, or at least you would use it in the word to sell. But it's made up of 3 distinct elements, and the top element is also a kanji in its own right. It's a bit hard to see it here, but it actually has a longer second stroke than the bottom stroke. So we go across and then we go down, and this bottom one is actually shorter than that top one, and this stands not for dirt or ground or place, which we've learned before. I'll just remind you over here what that one looks like. That's got a small top, and then it's got the stem of the plant, and it's got a longer bottom. That's ground. But this one's got longer top and shorter bottom, and it means gentleman, or in Japanese, a samurai. So we can see long arms and short feet. They're the 2 feet long arms. So that stands for a gentleman. Let's just remove this, it's distracting. Underneath we have this element here, and I like to think of it as a tabletop. So there we go, ich, ni. It's very similar to the top bit in the right hand section, the bit that means to lack in the verb to drink. It's a similar sort of shape, isn't it? But anyway, let's think of it as a table, and underneath we've got those gorgeous human legs. Love them, human legs. Now the story that I make for this, because this part means to sell, is a samurai who's hit hard times, and he's sitting there at his table. There are his human legs underneath he's at a car boot sale and he's selling off all his things. So we've got words and we've got to sell. Together they mean to read. And that's kind of logical if you think, because when you read a book, actually someone has sold you their words, haven't they? And you are now reading them. So to sell and word makes read. Our next kanji is over here, and this is the kanji meaning buy. Now the word to buy, here it is. It's got this kanji for buy over here, which is pronounced ka, and the okurigane is imasu, kaimasu, and that's the ka, kaimasu. Kaimasu is interesting because we can see very clearly what the picture was, particularly down here in the bronze characters. On the top, this element up here is actually a net. So there's your net, and then underneath, and you can see it quite nicely in this one, this is actually a shellfish. It's a shell. Can you see that shape there? So it's a net catching the shellfish. Now interestingly, shellfish in ancient China, the shells were used as a kind of currency, so as money. So taking the net and catching in that money, well, that's buying. That's buying something. Someone gets the net and captures all your money, and then they give you the product that you'd like. And here it is. On top we have the net. Down on the left, again it's a square shape, so our usual system. Across and down on the right. Then we're going to pop in, actually this time, not horizontal lines but vertical lines, and close it off. So that's your net. And underneath you have your shellfish, which is just a big eye. Again, box shape over and down all in one. Fill it in, that's your eye. On the underneath we don't have human legs. This is actually animal legs. They've got animal legs on the bottom. So a shell and a net on top. The kanji to buy.